out your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my. Stop playing with the game. No. If you won't do it, then don't play with me. Exactly. Yeah. You were built like that. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip.
We are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Brady now on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Let's get off the field, D. 47 Mike, 47. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Go Bandit. 47's the Mike, 47's the Mike. Watch the screen. When he hit. Hey, 166.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. J.J. Watt. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. The All-Pro Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Their own 42-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 42. A A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 44. 7 yards there and a first down.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes it hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And 10.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Under coach. Check that.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's see what you got. Check. Crunch. Under 10. 10. Check.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Short of the goal line.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
58. 72.
Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Stay. Hey, 66.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Saints first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking deep downfield. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Fournette running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Got a man, that's Quinn. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. As the Buccaneers take lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21. Saints nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's caught by Sanders. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 34. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Brought down by Carlton Davis.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. You end up having to take 3 there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
21-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board. Well done.
And incredible loose football. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And now how about this? They'll go for 2 and try to get to the locker room with a tie ball game. They'll turn to Kamara. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Breeze. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Saints 28, Buccaneers 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady, flush to his right. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. And QB's trash. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
We'll tie the game 28 all.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
47-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory. They're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Breeze, maybe a free play. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right over here, what you needed, go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
28.
Ready?
They'll run. This is Kamara. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And Cook has it. Left side.
Breeze.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew. And some room to work. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 30 yards. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Saints 42, Buccaneers 35.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
27-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47. Let's make these. Hey, ball 60 kicks.
From the 27, Brady looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
I feel you, dog. I feel you.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
2-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brady's pass.
He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Taken right around the 44. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Brady now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Check three. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, 66.
From the gun, Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. But what a game for this offense and the 43-year-old QB Tom Brady. And, hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, to give it a tight end. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New Orleans, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina. For Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.